Today, I'm going to talk about my race schedule for the rest of 2021. .66 miles, 9 minutes, 47 seconds per mile, 131 beats per minute today. Taking it for another nice and easy run, a recovery run after the long race from last weekend. What an absolutely beautiful sunrise out there today. Had such a good time. Body's feeling better. I felt the urge to kind of like try and go a little bit faster, maybe not push it, but maybe run a little bit more of kind of like my normal easy pace. But I was like, no, plenty of time for that. Let's just take it nice and easy. And I had such a good time out there today. For today, what I want to talk about is my race calendar for the rest of 2021. There's going to be some travel involved. There's going to be some surprises there as well. And I want to let you guys know in case I'm coming to your area, or in case there's a couple of holes in this calendar where if you guys have some suggestions for races, depending on the time of year, I'd definitely be open to some of that as well. I just wanted to go over that now. For 2021, as things are opening up, for example, in Chicago, we're ending all COVID restrictions, except for those that are still controlled federally. But like the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago, all restrictions are lifting today as of the time that you see this video. So it's going to be weird. Like Wrigley Field, which I don't live very far from, full capacity today. Private businesses can still have mask requirements, that kind of thing if they want. But as far as the state and the city government go, everything's going to be open. There's going to be big events happening in the city of Chicago. So that means, I think, good news as long as everything goes well. Of course, I think that means good news for the Chicago Marathon coming later this year. But leading up to that, I've got a couple of other things, some business that I want to take care of, some new things that I want to try now that kind of like we can get back out there and start doing that kind of thing again, especially after the last year where there was no racing except for virtual racing. So this month already, one of the new things that I tried was I did the Crater Trail 50K. So it wasn't my first 50K run, but it was my first 50K official race and my first official trail race. So kind of knocking out two birds, one stone with that event. Had a really fun time, and I'm looking already forward to what might be next. Although I'm not sure that I'll get to another long trail race, maybe a short one, but not another long trail race. Probably not till early 2022. I'm not ready to like look quite that far yet, although I think you kind of got to start thinking about that stuff pretty early ahead. But I had a fantastic time. There will be more of that coming for sure, and at least more trail running for sure. Maybe not some trail racing for a while, but there's going to be a lot more trail running. I'm definitely hooked. Next month in July, I have an event towards the end of the month. I signed up for two of them. I signed up for two Masters steeplechase races. The one that I really want to do is actually the USATF Masters Championship. There's a meet down in Des Moines, Iowa, or I think it's in Ames, Iowa. As far as I know, you just have to be old enough to be in the race, to compete in the race, and you have to be a USATF member, which I just signed up to be a member. And I signed up to compete in this race. When I signed up, it didn't require me to have like a regional qualifier or any sort of qualifying time. There was a drop box for it, but I left it blank. It still let me sign up. And I'm still registered as of right now. I'm going to email the race director, just make sure that that's okay. Because it's something that, like, before the pandemic, that was something that I was like, I really want to try that. I want to get into this. It looks like a fun sport. I think I can do it. So I'm signed up for it. In the event that they're like, you can't be in this race. This is a Masters Championship. In case they say that, there's another masters, or it's a steeplechase that's open that I can get into locally out in the suburbs. It's the Elmhurst Distance Running Festival, I think I want to say. There's like a mile event, there's a 5,000 meter on the track, and then there's a 3,000 meter steeple. So I can get into that. Unfortunately, I'd love to do both of those meets, but they're on back-to-back nights and like 300 miles apart. So like I'm not really going to be able to do both of those. So I'll be doing one of those towards the end of July. In August, what I'm going to be doing is I just signed up for it last night. I did a lot of bicycling last year when I had some knee pain, and I was like, all right, I'm doing some bicycling, I'm doing some running. When this is all over, I'm signing up for a triathlon. So last night I signed up for the Chicago Triathlon. I see the triathlon swimmers all the time. I see the triathlon, or I just see cyclists all the time as well along the lakefront path. This year I'm going to be one of them. So August 29th, I signed up for, there's like a what's shorter than a sprint distance. There's one of those. Then there's a sprint distance, and then there's the Olympic distance. I signed up for the Olympic distance. It's going to be 1,500 meters of swimming, as well as other stuff that I think I can handle, like 40K of bikes and 10K of running. I think I can handle all those in the same day, but the swimming, that's going to be a real challenge. So I got some work to do. So this is going to be pretty exciting for me. It's something that I've always thought that I couldn't do. It just seems so daunting. It still seems really daunting, but I signed up for it. That's the first step. And so that's going to be on the calendar, August 29th. If anyone wants to come into Chicago and do that event for me, I'm thinking I'm going to be hopefully in the middle of the pack. So like, if that's you, for the 40 to 44 year old age group, or I don't even know what the age groups are in triathlon, if that's you, I could use a buddy. So come on into Chicago and we'll do that one together. For September, I'm thinking that I'd like to do some 5Ks and 10Ks just to get away from or turn from kind of doing triathlon training, back getting to some speed work as I prepare then for the Chicago Marathon. So I think I'll have plenty of like endurance built in, and I'm kind of doing things backwards a little bit, but just to get some more speed and power back into the legs, I think some 5Ks and 10Ks in September will be fun. So if there's a fun 5K or 10K in your area, let me know about it. I'm willing to travel for it because I want to go out, meet people, see some more of you guys where you guys live. Not literally where you guys live, like in the cities where these road races are being held. So that's something that I'm looking forward to, 5Ks or 10Ks in September, because I'm going to use those to kind of like sharpen a little bit for Chicago Marathon, which is going to be in October. Super excited for that. There's going to be a lot of stuff that I'm planning. I'm not sure what yet, but I want to do something more than just like a shakeout run. I mean, maybe it's just 2 shakeout runs, but we'll figure out something that we can do because I think a lot of you guys are coming to Chicago, and I just want to meet as many of you as possible. I'm super excited for it. This race just goes right by my house. It's my hometown race. I feel like I'm just feeling so happy that this race is finally coming back for 2021. And I mean, fingers crossed, right? I mean, we're still not sure. Anything can happen in the next couple of months, but if it goes, I'm going to be super excited, and I'm feeling very optimistic that the race is going to happen this year. That brings me to November. November is another month where I have a little bit of a gap. I'm thinking right now, I haven't signed up for anything in November. Tentatively, I'm looking at the Indy marathon weekend. I'm going to the Monumental marathon. I'm going to do the half marathon. There's a half and a full that go off at the same time. I think the half will be perfect, especially the timing of it, because in December, I'm going to California to run CIM. See, that event will be where I make my sub-3 push. Every race between now and then is just getting out there and having fun. But for CIM, I'm still going to hopefully get out there and have fun, but I'm also going to try and go for breaking 3, make another pass at it, see if I can sneak right in under that 3-hour mark for that event. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm signed up for it now. Again, it's another state where you never know what's going to happen between now and then, but feeling good. California, as far as I understand, not quite as soon as Illinois, but soon is scheduled to start lifting a lot more of those COVID restrictions. So I'm hoping that bodes well for the likelihood that CIM will be able to go off. So those are my races between now and basically the end of 2021. I do have some other trips coming up in July. I will be heading over to Baltimore for a little bit. So like the week after 4th of July, I think that's the weekend that I'm going. So if you're in that area and wanting to get together for a for a run, let me know. Well, I'm not sure exactly where it'll be, but I know a couple of people that are from the area that could definitely help us out with a nice route for a fun run. So that's something that I'm looking forward to as well. And I'm hoping to add a lot more travel to this list so I can meet more of you guys. The summer of 2021 tour is beginning and I'm super excited about it. That's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks for making it all the way to the end of the video. Hopefully you guys are staying safe out there on your runs, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yo, what's going on?